and she ended up in the hill, and here she is in Spirit Lady Night. Please welcome Ying, ladies and gentlemen. Ying!
Thank you, Travis. Thank you, Travis. I was going to say I just came from China, but he sent me to Europe. Yeah, we have Leah. We have Leah, she's from Russia. Well, okay, I can tell she's not the Russian doll. She doesn't need layer and layer. She's just right there, everything, right? Yeah, Georgia. Okay, the first show, I forgot to introduce my first name. I didn't say a whole bunch of things about my last name, so now I gotta introduce myself again, okay? My name is Yang. I'm looking for Yang. Yes. I am single mom, so I can say that, you know. By that I mean, I'm not even picky. I'm just trying to get laid. Yeah, I'm single mother for Spokane, no luck. Now I just moved to Seattle, so I'm thinking maybe Tacoma tonight, I'll get some luck. Yeah, I'm in Seattle. So speaking, no, it's cheaper, I guess. So speaking of Seattle, I moved here, and right now I'm renting a room from a Chinese landlord. So the whole house, we have 9 rooms, so even the landlady that are using one room. So we have 9 people, 8 roommate. And the other day, the landlord, which is guy, he lived in a different building, okay? They have 2 buildings. So he told me, he said, I don't get it. Why you're doing your job, but you can't afford to buy a house in Seattle? And he said, guess what? I've been in the U.S. for 30 years. I only speak 5 sentences, English sentence. I'm doing okay, because he used to work and own a restaurant. I said, what 5 English language sentence that you can say? I made it here. He said, all I can say is left, right, fried rice, egg rolls, and where's the bathroom? And he made it. Well, 4 hours, like, wow, what was I doing? You know, I had to go all the way to Moscow, Idaho, University of Idaho, to get my degree. You know, so like, when then you get a job, they tell you in the middle class dream, like, wow, the slavery is getting better. We have to feed ourselves. I mean, I have to buy our own house. Certainly, I'm not doing American dream right. The Chinese guy, he's smart. So speaking of, I came all the way from China, student here. I tell you, within 6 months after I landed University of Idaho, I started hearing Asian stereotypes. Okay, first Asian stereotype I heard is Asian people, especially Chinese, eat dogs. I'm like, wow, we eat dogs? Because I grew up in China, I've never eaten dogs, okay? I've never seen the market selling dogs. Nobody I know eat dogs. So like, what's going on? So I look around the cafeteria of the University of Idaho. Then like, I look at the menu, it's like, wow, guess what, America? You eat dogs. Look at the menu, right? Not only you eat dogs, you eat hot dogs. You know what? Chinese people, they only eat ugly dogs, okay? Yeah, the sexy ones, the hot ones, they breed them for pets. Wow. And you guys eat all kinds of dogs. You know, like corn dog, chili dog. I know. Well, give it up to yourself, guys. You guys, I go to any Chinese restaurant to see if there's any dog menus. Nothing. Like, no. Chinese people, they don't eat dogs. Okay, so. Second stereotype I started hearing is Asian people are bad drivers. You know that? Asian people bad drivers. Like, wow, really? Because during the summertime, I went back to China. My brother, he was running a business. He had 2 cars at the time, and he always, when I went back to China to visit, he always let me take a spin to the freeway to show off his car, right? So like, his skill was amazing. Like every 10 minutes, there was a heart attack going on. And then they're like, okay, accident happened, nothing. Every single time, 2 hours on the freeway, we come home, I come out of the car and check, see if there's a scratch. No scratch, his car. So I'm like, wow, Chinese people are amazing. But now we go here, we go to America. We're bad drivers. I'm like, are you saying we're technically bad, or we just don't give a fuck about rules? Yeah, so which one? Okay. So number 3 stereotype I heard is Asian people look like. Yeah, that was another one, right? I'm like, you know what? Actually, I kind of like this one. It makes sense to me. Yeah, I like this one because back in China, when I was in China, they're saying all white people look like. Yeah, there's sort of fair game, right? So Chinese people feel that way. So I came to the University of Idaho. Actually, I get to know a lot of white people. After a while, I was talking about, you know what? Asian people, Chinese, they're fucking wrong because white people, you don't look like, okay? You don't. You just think alike. Yeah. But speaking of look like though, because this one I do agree, right? But when I'm like, okay, there are a lot of things that look like. Why you're not talking about that? Why you just trying to pin down Asian people look like? So should we run down the list of what else other things that look like? Okay. Number 1, Down syndrome people. Do you think Down syndrome people look like what? I know, so like, fuck, they all look like me. One time I was telling this joke in Seattle, right? Those are fucking liberals. So they're telling, yeah, you can now punching down on people. I'm like, you know what? I grew up in China elementary school. My class, we had one boy, one girl, Down syndrome. These two look exactly the same, right? I'm talking about Chinese Down syndrome people, okay? You white people, your Down syndrome, they look brilliant. How about that? It's the Chinese, all right? But then, of course, I heard they're, like, come to club, they don't like me, so all right, I'm punching down. Let's go up a notch, okay? How about Mormon wives? You think Mormon wives look like? Wow, you know that. Warren Jeff, you know that name, right? I heard that he has 57 wives, but until I Google it, turns out he has 87 fucking wives. Go Google it, and they have a happy family photo. Yeah. All the 87 wives, go look at it. They're same dress, same hairstyle. They look fucking same. You know what I'm saying? That's why what's his name? Warren Jeff. That's why he's going younger pussies. Because he can't tell his wife apart. You know what I'm saying? And then for that reason, he was in jail, right? He was in jail because he was drinking 40 years, but he thinks that was his wife. Okay. Okay, and so this is still not good, still counting down. So let's go up another notch, okay? What about KKK? Don't you think KKK people look like? KKK, right? Yeah, not only they look like, I tell you, that's 3 holes on that white hood. It's the same size, And I bet that white hood is made in China, too. See, this one, we got them, sorry. Good, yeah. Thank you guys, you got it, that's good, yeah. I love Tacoma. I love this. Fuck those Seattle liberals. They don't get my joke, they don't. So another thing I got confused when I got here, I started hearing, okay, first of all, show hand if you're a flat earther believer. Flat earth. Show hand, anybody? Nobody. That's good. Oh, you know. Okay, flat earth. This one don't make sense to me. You are the flat earth. Because in China, I tell you, in China, 0 flat earther, nobody. But I'm thinking, okay, if the flat earth is true, why my life it keep going downhill? Especially ever since I started doing comedy, right? It's like, wow. I quit my job last year, April, to do comedy full time, right? Yeah, and my Chinese friend heard it in Spokane. That's where I came, right? They're not happy. Like, yeah, you did a pretty good job, everything, benefit. Why comedy, right? So I'm like, because I don't want to steal American jobs anymore. I was guilty as charged, I work for Washington State government, and guess what? That is the whitest fucking job you can find. Not like Microsoft, they're like half on minorities, but government job, like you go all day like doing nothing, that's what white people good at. So I feel guilty. I need to get out of there. And this Spokane branch office, yeah. We have no black people to begin with. I was only Asian. So after I quit, okay, there are white people. Okay, they're happy now. All right. All right, so that really actually the reason I quit is because after pandemic I was so happy to work from home. But then last year April they're talking about go back to office 3 days a week. I'm just freaking out. I don't want to do that. I quit. But anyway, so my Chinese relative friend heard it. I quit my job. That was a serious thing. We quit your day job to do comedy, right? So they're calling me from China. So all right, yeah, I got it. American Dream, whatever. Comedy. Okay, got it. Your dream. Tell me, what is your inspiration to do comedy? You know, I thought about it. I was like, inspiration. Okay, I got it. My inspiration is Shirley Temple. You heard Shirley Temple? That's okay. If you haven't heard Shirley Temple, I know you young people Google that, but old timers will know, right? Shirley Temple is a child movie star. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, 1930s, right? So Shirley Temple, from 3 years old to 10 years old, during that 7 years, she made 29 movies. Do you know that? 29 movies. Wow. I was like, I got my first job at 22 years old, right out of college. So I'm like, I'm missing out. I need to catch up with all that child labor. Yeah. Because in China, typically we start child labor like 8 or 9 years old, right? In India, they start at 5 or 6. You're American, you start at 3. You guys are good. The Hollywood gonna use the shit out of a 3-year-old. Yeah, I know. So anyway, now that I'm very sensitive. By now, you probably can hear that I'm from China, so I speak very heavy Alabama accent, y'all. Yeah, and Southern accents, that is my favorite. I love Southern accents, okay? You know, like, get her done. Like, get her done. Larry the Cable Guy, yeah, I love that accent because I feel like the Southern men, they have the work ethic to get her done, you know? But I live in Spokane, I moved to Seattle. Guess what? We're all North, right? The men in the North, they don't have that kind of work ethic. You know? Nobody get me done. Wow, jeez, I have to get myself done. Wow. That's not good, right? Yeah. So when I was divorced, right? I got 2 acts. That's not good. The first one, we had a very bad quarterback. You know, custody battle about child. So when we after we're arguing the child support at the hallway in the courthouse, when he saw me, he's very mad at me. He said, "Go fuck yourself." I was thinking, wow, how did he know that? I actually do that. Wow. So they tell me to tell some dirty jokes, I think. Maybe that's it, right? I gotta say something. Dirty joke. Wow. Yeah. See, you know, in Chinese language, to this day, we do not have direct translation of "fuck you." When you say that, we don't know what that exactly means. So, yeah, I have my ex-husband is a white Caucasian when we were first fighting. You know, when he first time said, "Fuck you," I was confused because we were arguing. I was like, "Are you saying you want to have sex with me? Bring it on." You know, like, let's do it. That's what I'm saying. But he was mad at me because in China, you know how when we fight, when we're really mad at somebody, we start with mother. So how we say is we say, "Fuck you, mother." The equivalent of "fuck you." So then the other guy, because I watched my older brother, their gangman, they're fighting each other, right? When he said "fuck your mother," the other guy would say "fuck your grandmother," right? And the other guy would say "fuck your great grandmother," right? And this guy "fuck your great grandmother," right? And this guy, okay, right? So the "fuck your great grandmother." Then my brother would say, "Okay, I'm gonna dig out your ancestors' grave and fuck them all." And then the other guy can run out and say, all right, you fuck better. Let's be friends." Yeah, it's a game, right? It's an escalation game, and I don't think Americans got it. Americans just like go back and forth, going nowhere. Like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You know, in this country, only one person got it, which is Donald Trump. Donald Trump got it. Remember when he was the first president? He and the Kim Jong-un, the North Korean guy, they're like rocket man. They're like going back and forth. But then I think Donald Trump said, okay, he fucked better. Let's be friends. So they have a love letter going on. Remember that? So Donald Trump is the only person got the Chinese fucking game. All right, that's my time. 因为什么？因为什么？
Ying, everybody. All right. Okay. Your headliner tonight. We're going to do something special tonight. We are going to do a podcast for the